Every time you board a plane, you probably look out the window at least once. Maybe to watch the ground disappear beneath you, maybe to see the clouds from above, or maybe just to remind yourself how high you actually are. But there's a tiny detail in that window most people never notice, a small hole at the bottom of the glass. It's so small, you could miss it completely. But that tiny hole plays a massive role in keeping you safe at 35,000 feet. Why is it there? Is it for air? Is it a manufacturing flaw? Or is it something far more important? Today, we're going to uncover the surprising science and engineering behind that tiny opening in airplane windows, right here on Story Behind. At cruising altitude, airplanes fly at around 35,000 feet, where the air outside is extremely thin and the temperature can drop to nearly minus 60 degrees Celsius. Humans cannot survive in those conditions. That's why airplane cabins are pressurized. The air inside the cabin is carefully controlled to mimic the atmosphere at around 6,000 to 8,000 feet above sea level. It allows passengers to breathe normally and stay comfortable. But here's the challenge. When an aircraft climbs to high altitude, the pressure inside the cabin becomes much higher than the pressure outside. That difference creates intense stress on the airplane's structure, especially the windows. Airplane windows aren't made of just one layer of glass. They're actually made of 3 layers. The outer pane handles most of the pressure difference between the cabin and the outside air. It's the strongest layer and is designed to withstand extreme force. The middle pane acts as a backup. If the outer pane were ever to fail, the middle pane would step in and maintain cabin pressure. And then there's the inner pane, the one closest to you. That tiny hole you see is located in the middle pane. It's called a bleed hole, or breather hole. Its job is incredibly important. The bleed hole allows air pressure to equalize between the cabin and the space between the inner and middle panes. This ensures that most of the pressure load stays on the outer pane, the strongest part of the window. Without that tiny hole, pressure could build up between the layers, weakening the structure over time. It also helps prevent window fogging by allowing moisture to escape from between the panes. In other words, that small hole reduces stress, prevents condensation, and ensures the window performs exactly as designed. And here's something even more reassuring. Airplane windows are tested far beyond normal operating limits. Engineers simulate extreme pressure cycles thousands of times to ensure durability. The design isn't accidental, it's carefully calculated. So the next time you look out of an airplane window and notice that tiny hole, remember this. It's not a flaw. It's not random. It's a deliberate piece of engineering that helps keep you safe while flying miles above the earth. A tiny detail with a massive responsibility. And that's the story behind why airplane windows have tiny holes. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more hidden stories on Story Behind. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.